Hey, this is Ellie.
I'm Nat.
From Magic Beans, and we are going to tell you about the best double strollers for 2016. We're from Magic Beans. I hope you've been enjoying all of our product comparison videos. You may know Nat, you may know Mike from our videos, but all three of us are going to be in this video helping you decide what is the best double stroller for your lifestyle. So to start, we are going to talk about the UPPAbaby Vista. We have this right now in the double configuration. You can buy this as a single stroller. It comes with a bassinet, comes with a rain cover included, comes with bug netting included. But then what happens is you can add the second seat, a rumble seat, to turn it into a double stroller.
For a single configuration, this guy just pops off. These adapters come with the rumble seat. These two adapters would also come down and drop the seat down a little lower. We've got these guys on here because it raises the seat up by about 6 inches, and that gives the kids a little bit more room.
You'd love an UPPAbaby Vista. Number one, if you already have a Vista and just want to convert that to a double stroller, that's something that parents ask all the time. Well, I have my Vista, should I get the rumble seat or should I get a double stroller? My recommendation is, if you have the Vista already, adding a rumble seat is probably a good choice. The other thing is that it's an inline stroller, means that it's front to back, but it isn't too long, so it's very easy to maneuver. The next stroller that we have up is the Baby Jogger City Mini GT Double. Okay, so Nat is sitting in the Baby Jogger City Mini GT Double. This is a great side-by-side double stroller. If you know about the City Mini GT, we want to fold this now. We need to fold this. Can you demonstrate how to fold this?
Fold, 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 fold.
And this is why people like this stroller. You pull and it folds in 2 seconds. It's less than 30 inches wide, so don't worry, it fits through a standard size door, and that will open it back up. Click, it opens back up. Now we love the GT variety. You want to tell them about the GT variety?
So as opposed to the regular City Mini, the GT has these rubberized tires. There's good tread on there, and it has some good built-in suspension. It's going to tackle a little bit harder terrain a lot easier. There's also a handbrake up here as opposed to a usual foot brake, a little bit more flip-flop friendly. We just flip this up, and we're ready to go. Whoops. Flip it back down. Flip it back down.
Right, so another thing about the stroller is, so we like it. Side by side, it's a great to have a side-by-side double stroller because as opposed to the inline double stroller, which is great because it's narrow, the problem with the inlines is that they tend to be long and harder to maneuver, kind of like driving a bus. But the good thing about a side-by-side double, and why I love them, is that it has an independent reclines. So if one baby is sleeping and one baby is awake, you have a lot of flexibility in terms of reclining the seat. A great thing about the City Mini GT for 2016 is that they updated the car seat adapter. It used to be this very big old piece of metal, but now they make a great adapter specifically that works with the Maxi Cozy car seats and with the Cybex car seats. We've tried to work with the UPPA, but unfortunately it does not work with the UPPA as much as we tried. Next stroller up is the Bugaboo Donkey. Voila! We added Mike. He's going to show us the Bugaboo Donkey. Take it away, Mike.
Hello. This is the 2017 Bugaboo Donkey. So we actually pulled out the model with the gorgeous leatherette handlebar, or I guess vegan leather. These guys also have vegan leather belly bars, which is awesome. This stroller is known for being one of the most customizable doubles you can find. It's something that can take 2 bassinets, 2 stroller seats, 2 car seats, whatever you need, whether it be twins or single to double. It actually expands outward, so it is a side-to-side double. It's got some of the most storage space you can find. You've got the removable 5-pound basket that can be held, whether it be a small dog or whatever you have with you.
We have sold these with dogs.
Yeah, we've also sold them with special needs equipment, which is an awesome way to use this stroller. It is also known as the Bugaboo way in having everything in white that you need to know. So there are awesome, easy to figure out options, as well as my favorite thing, the most easy to use, so tight harness you can find. This has no issues where people come back to us and are just like, how do I tighten this? You just pull the strap and then pull it outward to loosen it, and it's a 1-button release, and you could do it in all 5 steps instead of having to thread something through another. It's amazing. It's so awesome. So little annoyance in that thing. And then in order to spread it out, there are 5 clips, or sorry, 3 clips on this guy. They're all outlined in white. You can see an example of one on the handlebar. And all you do is push this button in the middle and pull it outwards. You got it, Ellie. And then just pop the clips back in place. Nat's got it.
So, Nat and Mike, we talk about this stroller all the time. It's one of our favorite double strollers, but it tends to be quite expensive. It's a lot more expensive than the other double strollers. I mean, what do you normally say to customers when we talk about the price when it comes to the stroller?
So the thing is, especially for twin options, there are not a lot of good options out there for twins. When you're having twins, if you get like a tandem stroller, you've got one kid up top close to you, the other kid is kind of down and a little further out of reach. With most side-by-side strollers, it's kind of like at an angle. Again, one of them is close to you. With this, with the double bassinets, both twins get optimum face time. You have double bassinets like for wandering around the house, good stations to put them down in. It's really helpful, especially for that twin aspect, but even in general, it's just a very durable double stroller. It's not one that you're going to need to replace when your kids are like 3.5.
For me, it's the maneuverability, in truth. Working with a lot of city parents and dealing with inline strollers, they're much more thin seeming, so they're much more likely to be comfortable like pushing that in the door of our store per se. This one does seem a little unseemly in just how wide it is, but having to push a 30-pound kid on one side and a newborn on the other side is so much harder when it comes to an inline stroller than it is with a side-to-side. So this guy still gives you the customization options that a lot of things like the City Mini do not offer, but it's so much easier to push on the day-to-day. Just going down curbs, walking through small stores, although it's wide, is much easier.
Yeah, but even though it is wide, it is still under 30 inches wide, so that you can fit through a standard size door. Most interior doors of the house are 30 inches wide. Handicap doors are 34 inches wide, so this can push right through. Remember, it goes from a mono to a duo. And another thing that people don't understand is that when you get this as a single stroller, I know the button. Trying to teach me about strollers. No. It's only 23 inches wide. So this is actually the same width as a Chameleon. It's actually more narrow than a Vista when you're getting it as a single stroller.
Yeah.
So this is one of the best strollers that turn from a single into a double stroller.
Something totally unrelated that nobody appreciates with Bugaboo. This stroller can accommodate a 6'7" adult. This is the highest handlebar you are ever going to find. It is absurd.
We have a couple. We have the City Select to show you, and we have the Austlen Entourage to show you. But just remember, we are all here to answer your questions. Leave a comment below. We want to answer your double stroller questions, or email us a question to questions@mbeans.com. We get those emails. We will answer those emails personally. But let's move on to the Baby Jogger City Select. So here we have the Baby Jogger City Select. Nat is sitting in the seat. The seat weight limit is
50 pounds.
50 pounds. So
both seats.
Both
so
seats,
you got a
50
full
pounds.
100 pounds
Right.
to work with here. It's one of the most long-lasting in that respect.
So people like the stroller because it's a good price point and it is inline. People have this idea about inline strollers. We want to talk to you about that. We really want to talk you through the inline thing. Inline is great because it does make you feel like you're not taking up the entire sidewalk, but the downside of inline, as we know, is that they're very long.
I've had somebody that literally could not fit in an elevator when two kids were facing each other with this stroller because it is long. There's definitely a lot of customization options, like you can literally put the seats facing any way, which is totally rare in terms of inline double strollers, and one's not staring at the other's butt, which is awesome, but it definitely is long because of that. That's anything you want to put, almost any combination you can even think of because of how long it is, but that's the caveat.
There are very specific ways that you can fold this with the two seats attached. Our recommendation is, just like we showed, to take the front seat off and then just pull this fold, and it folds right down. You can fold it right down, and then there's a little lock here on the side where you can just like close this up and lock it. Like that. You unlock it, and then boom, open it right up. Nat, do you have something else you wanted to say about this?
This is actually, so I feel like City Select is meant for parents who you look at a side-by-side stroller and it's just too wide, and that happens, especially for partners who are like on the shorter side. The side-by-side can be a lot of stroller, and maybe it doesn't work for your city. For example, in Boston, not all of our doors are up to ADA standard, which is where a tandem can come in handy, even if they can sometimes be a little harder to turn. And City Select is a great option for that, particularly because the seats they're identical. They are the same seat, which means that you could have 2 car seat adapters, 2 seats like this, and it's going to be great for twins especially, whereas with some double strollers you have to worry about one seat has a higher weight limit than the other seat. City Select, don't even have to worry about it. No nonsense, great option if you're expecting to.
For the last best double stroller for 2016, we're going to show you the Austlen Entourage. Finally, we have the Austlen Entourage, which is a newer stroller in the selection. And the cool thing about this, whereas the Bugaboo Donkey expands side by side, the Austlen Entourage opens front to back. Let me show you. There's a little button here on with my thumb, and a little button to squeeze, and it pushes out. So cool. So the concept behind the stroller is that parents are going to bring a lot of stuff with them. They're going to go to soccer games, they're going to go to the zoo, they're going to go to the beach. Parents, they're going through the airport, and they need a place to put their luggage. You can literally throw your luggage right here in the middle area and carry everything around. It's so cool.
It's somewhat of an illusion how little space this looks like for storage, because you do see how much this can hold down here. It's a really great 60-pound storage basket. But when you take this seat off, say if you were to use this like it's intended as a single to double stroller, you will pop this back seat off and you have 2 options. There is actually a second separate storage basket that you can buy that actually goes from this height all the way down, and you can put anything from pool noodles to your whole car in there. One of the best parts about this guy is that on top of that extra storage basket, you also have this awesome parent organizer that, unlike your normal parent organizer, can hold up to 35 pounds, which is insane. You have so many customization options. You can keep the little cup holder version very close to you or farther away. It's magnetized to close as well, so if you keep personal items in there, you can just keep it covered up so nobody's taking a look at your stuff. And once you pop that off, you have 2 options for how to do a double with this stroller. So there's what they call the second seat and the sit-and stand, which I'll let you guys show.
So you've got an older kid, they may not want to use the second seat, they may be past that 35-pound weight limit. That is where the sit-and stand seat comes in. So we're going to put this guy on right where the second seat goes. On the clips down here. This comes down. We can either sit here, or they can stand and grab onto the handlebar here. These wheels are kind of deceptive. They are made out of foam, but as you can see here, there's quite a bit of suspension inside. And good enough that actually it's going to be able to take, I wouldn't say all terrain, but definitely moderate terrain. Definitely surprised me how well the stroller pushes, but given that it carries up to 150 pounds, I guess that was to be expected.
So thank you, Mike, thank you, Nat, for helping us show you the best double strollers of 2016. Now, we showed you 5 double strollers. There are more double strollers out there, and we can tell you all about them. So if you have any questions about these strollers that we showed today, leave your comments below or email us your questions to questions@means.com. We look at all of your questions, we answer all your questions, and we're here to help you figure out exactly which stroller is right for your lifestyle. We really hope you liked our video. If you liked this video, please give us a like. It makes a huge difference for our YouTube channel. And if you want to see more comparisons like these, more stroller reviews, tour reviews, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.